Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Haiti's police chief says 4 suspected killers of President Jovenel Moïse have been fatally shot by police and 2 others arrested in an apparent hostage-taking situation. Léon Charles said late Wednesday that 3 police officers held hostage were freed. The killing of Moïse early Wednesday, and the wounding of his wife, was sure to bring more chaos to the unstable Caribbean country already beset by gang violence, soaring inflation and protests by opposition supporters who accused Moïse of increasing authoritarianism. Interim Prime Minister Claude said the police and military were in control of security. The poorest country in the Americas, Haiti has a history of dictatorship and political upheaval. The streets of Port-au-Prince were empty and quiet. This is a breaking news update. The previous app story is belowA squad of gunmen assassinated Haitian President Jovenel Moïse and wounded his wife in an overnight raid on their home Wednesday, inflicting more chaos on the Caribbean country that was already enduring gang violence, soaring inflation and protests of his increasingly authoritarian rule. Interim Prime Minister Claude, who confirmed the killing, said the police and military were in control of security in Haiti, the poorest country in the Americas where a history of dictatorship and political upheaval have long stymied the consolidation of democratic rule. In an interview with the Associated Press, called for an international investigation into the assassination, said that elections scheduled for later this year should be held and pledged to work with Moïse's allies and opponents alike. "We need every single one to move the country forward," said. He alluded to enemies of the president, describing him as a man of courage, who had opposed some oligarchs in the country, and we believe those things are not without consequences. Despite Joseph's assurances that order would prevail, there was confusion about who should take control and widespread anxiety among Haitians. Authorities declared a state of siege in the country and closed the international airport. The normally bustling streets of the capital, Port-au-Prince, were empty Wednesday. Sporadic gunshots were heard in the distance, public transportation was scarce, and some people searched for businesses that were open for food and water. Bocchit Edmond, the Haitian ambassador to the United States, said the attack on the 53-year-old Moïse was carried out by foreign mercenaries and professional killers, well orchestrated, and that they were masquerading as agents of the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration. The D has an office in the Haitian capital to assist the government in counter-narcotics programs, according to the U.S. Embassy. Said the heavily armed gunman spoke Spanish or English, but gave no further details.